Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
New at 6, we're getting our first look at the man charged in a deadly hotel shooting in Dearborn. The shooting led to a barricaded situation that lasted more than 7 hours.
34-year-old Richard Williams Lewis was formally arraigned on murder charges this afternoon. The shooting happened Thursday at the Hampton Inn on Michigan Avenue. A 55-year-old man working at the hotel died. Victor Williams joins us now with more from today's arraignment. Victor.
Yeah, Sandra and Pamela, this was a Sunday arraignment, which just shows you the severity of these crimes. But thankfully, the Hampton Inn, as you guys can see, looks like it's back to normal, at least from the surface. Police are saying that all of this started when this man wanted $500 back when he was asked to leave. And when he did not get that, that's when all the commotion took place.
Williams Lewis continued to be loud and disorderly, screaming profanities at hotel staff, at which point they informed him he would need to leave the hotel.
Dearborn police explaining why 34-year-old Richard Williams Lewis was hit with the plethora of charges related to the nearly 8-hour standoff at the Hampton Inn in downtown Dearborn. Those accusations include premeditated murder, assault with the intent to murder, resisting and obstructing police, along with 2 counts of felonious assault and 5 counts of felony firearm. In the courtroom, the 37-year-old virtually appeared to show little remorse after he allegedly shot and killed a hotel employee following an argument of him being too loud during his stay on October the 6th.
Cleaning staff member contacted 2 Hampton Inn managers who responded to that location to further discuss the matter.
According to reports, William Lewis waited next to the elevator for management after an explosive altercation with cleaning staff.
Victim 1 was immediately fired upon by Williams Lewis as soon as the elevator doors opened.
The 55-year-old employee was shot multiple times after getting off that elevator to check on staff members. Police then say that Williams Lewis took the matter to the front desk.
Williams Lewis approached the front desk clerk and asked, quote, "Where's my money?"
When he was denied, he allegedly shot through the office door of the hotel with a high-powered rifle.
Victim 4 retreated to the manager's office and closed the door as Williams Lewis fired 2 rounds into the manager's office door and door jamb, causing shrapnel to strike victim 4 in the face.
That's when William Lewis apparently barricaded himself into his hotel room, and after several hours of negotiating with SWAT members, he surrendered to police. Of course, due to the nature of his accused crimes, he was denied bond.
I'm going to remand Mr. Williams to the custody of MDOC.
Now, this man allegedly pointed his gun at a guest here at the hotel and then another employee. So he's due back in court on October the 28th. This makes 4 victims, by the way, guys, in total. But in the meantime, the Wayne County prosecutor, Kim Worthy, is commenting on the matter with a quote, which in part reads, "The evidence in this case is alarming. We have long learned that no place is sacred when it comes to gun violence, not churches, not movie theaters, not grocery stores or hotels. I would like to pose a question to every legislator in this state. When is enough enough? Please let me know." In Dearborn tonight, Victor Williams, Local 4.
Certainly a terrifying several hours for the workers and people in that hotel. Victor, thank you.
1 man is dead tonight after an early morning fire on Detroit's west side. It happened around 11 this morning near Grand River and Metatal. A 75-year-old man died from his injuries. Investigators say they were alerted to the fire by a woman. She saw the fire coming from the home. She saw the flames. She happened to be driving by. Investigators are still trying to figure out exactly what started that fire. Time now for a check of the weather, and it is really warm and very sunny and just a gorgeous Sunday out there today.
I absolutely love it. Let's get over to Brian with a look at how long the good weather will last. And no pressure, Brian, but I could do a couple more days like this.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a little more sunshine, Sandra and Pamela, over the next few days. The fly in the ointment will be through the rest of the evening and into the overnight hours tonight. Exact Track 40 radar, a clean sweep across southeastern Michigan, despite that cloud cover increasing very quickly over the last 2 to 3 hours. Tower cam from Windsor looking across the river. We have clouded up very quickly, but temperatures much warmer today than we were this time yesterday. 65 right now here in Detroit, 63 in Howell, 62 right now over in Pontiac, and 63 as you're working over into Adrian. That cloud cover sinking off to the south and east very quickly. No rain on the radar except over across Lake Michigan, trying to move into the western portions of the state. I'm not going to rule out a few isolated sprinkles tonight. Most everyone stays dry, but we stay mostly cloudy. Temperatures slow to fall into the mid-50s by 10 o'clock tonight, heading into the 40s overnight tonight before a few more dry days to start our week and better chances for rain move in by Wednesday. I'll time out when the rain moves into your neighborhood and your complete 4-1 forecast. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Sandra and Pamela.
All right, thank you, Brian. People living at a senior apartment complex have been without heat for several days now, including Friday night when a freeze warning was in effect.
And this is happening at the Lakeside Towers in Sterling Heights. Right now, the fire department is stepping in. Priya Mann spoke to people living there about how they're handling these conditions.
The concerns of residents have caught the attention of the Sterling Heights Fire Department. On Saturday, they put up a notice saying heat is required to be provided.
Well, I was hoping that they would help us.
But the heat is still not on today?
No.
Seniors who live at Lakeside Towers in Sterling Heights say management told them the heat would not be turned on until November 1st.
To not have heat when you should. I've been here 10 years, and every year the heat was on in October, beginning of October.
They keep on saying they're working on it, and they're not.
On Friday night, a freeze warning was issued for most of southeast Michigan, with some places only reaching the upper 20s by Saturday morning.
Oh, yesterday was a pits because it was so windy.
Yes.
With no heat and all the wind, that was really bad.
I was freezing last night, and I'm shaking this morning. Even my cat, I had to get a blanket for my poor cat because she looked like she was going like this, you know, just shivering.
Some are now using their ovens to heat their apartments.
I'm putting on my stove because it is cold in our apartments.
A dangerous practice that's highly discouraged because it can lead to a fire or carbon monoxide poisoning depending on the type of oven.
It's awful in here. It is. You can't take a shower, you can't do nothing. You gotta sit in the chair and cover up.
Lakeside Towers is run by National Church Residences. The government subsidized building caters primarily to seniors.
It's not fair to us. We pay our rent and we should be respectfully taken care of. They need to know that we are suffering. And this is not a joke. We are seniors.
A fire captain left his business card along with that notice on the front door. Throughout the weekend, we've made multiple attempts to reach building management, but have not yet heard back. In Sterling Heights, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
All right, more bad news this Sunday. The Lions, you lose yet another game this season. This one, though, pretty painful for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, I hope you went out to a cider mill pumpkin patch because guess what? You didn't miss much with this Lions game today. Well, before today, the losses were piling up for the Lions, but at least the games lately have been exciting, most of them coming down to the end. But today, this team looked every bit as bad as their now 1-4 record. Scary start, and it had nothing to do with the score. Lions safety Savion Smith falls, you'll see him right there, and left the field in an ambulance, the team calling it a neck injury. But Dan Campbell said after the game that Smith has full motor skills and they're trying to get him back home on the flight tonight. That's some good news. After that, though, it was a total coming apart for the offense. Down by 3, Jared Goff forces one into coverage. It's picked, but that wasn't his worst turnover of the day. Goff with 2 pick sixes this year. How about adding a fumble for a touchdown to that, too? Ball hits the turf. Kyle Duggar digs it up and is gone. The Lions trailed 16-0 at the half. And they didn't score in the second half either. Lions lose 29-0 after showing progress. This a complete regression, according to Dan Campbell.
It's about as bad as it gets. I mean, this is the worst. You know, this is where we're at, and sometimes it's going to get bad before it gets better. And you know, I believe we hit rock bottom. So now the only place to go is back up. And you know, look, we're going to get some guys back. I got to look at everything, top to bottom.
It's a bye week right now, but after 5 games, that's not what you want the head coach to be saying about this team. The defense, though, they played well for the most part, especially with all the injuries they had. But the offense, the exact opposite of what we've seen from them all season long. They were averaging 35 points a game going into this one. 0 today. They also went 0 for 6 on 4th down. That's the worst performance in a single game by any NFL team in the league history.
Yikes. Well, hopefully that bye-week rest will do them a little bit
good.
They
need DeAndre Swift back. They need Amon-Ra St. Brown 100%. And also that defense, the injuries really piling up for that side of the ball.
Turn things around.
Yeah.
All right.
Still time.
Thanks, Hobie. Still